Matthew 27:11 through 31. And Jesus stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, saying, Art thou the king of the Jews? And Jesus said unto them, Thou sayest. And when he was accused of the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing. Then said Pilate unto them, Hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? And he answered him to never a word, insomuch that the governor marveled greatly. Now at the feast the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner, whom they would. And they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, Whom will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Jesus, which is called Christ? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him. When he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with that just man? For I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him. But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Jesus. The governor answered and said unto them, Whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate saith unto them, What shall I do then with Jesus which is called Christ? They all say unto him, Let him be crucified. And the governor said, Why, what evil has he done? But they cried out the more, saying, Let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person, see ye to it. Then he answered all the people and said, His blood be on us, and on our children. Then released he Barabbas unto them, and when he had scourged Jesus, he delivered him to be crucified. Then the soldiers of the governor took Jesus into the common hall, and gathered unto him the whole band of soldiers, and that they stripped him, and put him a scarlet robe. And when they had platted a crown of thorns, they had put it upon his head, and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him, and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews! And they spit on him, and took the reed, and smote him on the head. And after that they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him, and put his own raiment on him, and led him away to crucify him. Barabbas means the Father's Son in Aramaic, and must be seen in contrast with Jesus, the Father's Son. Pilate's question, Why? What evil has he done? Comes late in the trial and represents a personal, though unofficial, acknowledgement of Jesus' innocence. Pilate thus attempts to shift the blame for Jesus' death to the Jews themselves. The dramatic answer, His blood be on us, eventually brought the wrath of God upon his own people. Encouraged by their willingness to take responsibility for his death, Pilate then scourged Jesus in hope that a bloody beating would appease them. The scourging was a whipping with a leather whip with sharp pieces of bone and metal embedded in its tongs. The statement that Pilate delivered him means he officially turned him over to the soldiers for execution. They took him into the common hall, or governor's quarters, probably in the fortress of Antonia. They mocked his claim to be king by clothing him with a scarlet robe. It was a military robe usually fastened at the shoulder. The crown of thorns and the reed for a scepter added to their mockery.